quick yoga practice for tight neck and shoulders. So you can do it standing like I'm going to be showing. You can also do it sitting in a chair if that's more comfortable for you, or even sitting at the edge of your bed first thing when you wake up. So we'll get started here. If you're standing, you can take a moment to just feel your feet on the ground, and if you're seated, you'll feel your sit bones rooting down. And just feeling whatever is connected to a hard surface, whether it's the side of the bed, the floor, a chair. You're welcome to close your eyes or keep your gaze just softly downwards towards the tip of your nose. Take a moment to check in with your breath without trying to change it, just noticing how it rises and falls. And then we'll start with some really simple movement. Shoulder rolls. Your shoulders will lift forward and back, just like I'm showing here. If you're like me, you'll hear cracks. And you'll let your elbows bend just a little bit to make the rotation perhaps a little bit more open. Now you're welcome to continue this. You might also add the breath. So on the inhale, the shoulders lift up, and on the exhale, they go back. 4 more just like that. I lost count as usual. I think that was 4. Maybe we got an extra one in there. Now you'll take your hands together just like this. You're clasping your hands, and just take a moment to turn the palms forward and then round the back looking towards the ground or towards your knees. And take a moment here feeling perhaps a stretch between the shoulder blades. Full breath in and full breath out. And then release the clasp of the arms and open up. Okay, now really simple here. You'll take your left arm all the way up towards the sky and release your right fingertips down off to your right. Simply look down at your right hand and just take a moment here. For some folks, there's a big stretch in the side of the neck when you do this. If you don't feel anything, that's totally cool. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then you're welcome to stay here. For me, I feel a really big stretch in my neck, so I just like to stay and be with it. You can also take the gaze forward and then meet the hands together. So you're seeing my hands are going to look like this, like they're clasping, and then you can lift your fingertip up. I'm realizing my camera isn't showing my hands. And then when you do that, you might then crescent, continuing that crescent, but keeping the gaze forward or perhaps the gaze up. So again, you might go back to the simple version, or you might take the hands together. Banana pose. Bring the body back to the center. Keep the left fingertips up. Release the right fingertips down. I think I said that wrong. This time we have right fingertips up and left fingertips down. And you'll look down at your left hand. And again, just noticing what this feels like. You might feel a big stretch. You might not feel anything. It's not about how far we go in each shape. It's just about feeling sensation and perhaps finding a way to stretch out the body. Release tension. You might stay here. You might take the hands together with that same figure and then draw the body just a little bit more into a crescent shape. So this time it's going towards your left. Breathing in and breathing out. And we'll take it back to the center and release the arms down by the sides. Okay, now bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. You're welcome to stay here, or you can take your left arm up and over to the top, right on top of your opposite ear here. So you're drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then take your hand that's dangling and just rock it forward and back, almost like a little dance. Just notice what that feels like. And we'll do a couple more like this, nice and simple. And we pause that movement, bringing the head back into the center, lower both arms down. Perhaps notice if there's any difference between the right and the left side of your neck. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then we'll do the other side. So we'll take now the right ear towards the right shoulder, and then take the right arm up and over and gently release the ear towards the shoulder. So it's the other side here. And you're welcome to stay here. You might also rock your arm forward and back. Little dance. And perhaps you have your favorite song on right now. Okay, we'll do a couple more just like this, nice and simple. And then we'll pause and bring the head back to the center. Now simply look down, gently, gently bringing your chin towards your chest so it's more of a stretch for the back of the neck. Of course, we don't want to kind of live like this. Like a lot of us, we look at our phones or books or just looking kind of down a lot. And this is more just to stretch the neck. So it's a productive way to look down. And we counter it with all the other movements. Let's do a couple more breaths here. And then we'll slowly look up. And now you'll start with neck circles, head and neck circles. So these can be as big or as small as you like. If the neck feels super tight, just back off a ton. Again, we're not going for any extreme movements. We're going for perhaps a release of tension. Maybe the sensation of stretching will go in the other direction. And we'll just do a few more. And then you'll pause that movement and just give your hands a little shake. Itch your scratches, or if you have any itchy spots, give your hands a little shake. And then we'll take kind of really loose arms here. So the feet can go wider, or if you're on a chair, just really settle into the chair. Maybe bring your feet and your knees wide and then start to rock the arms forward and back. You'll do right over left and then left over right. So that takes a little bit of connection, mind and body, to think right, left, right. And you keep swinging like that, opposite arm over. Each time you might close your eyes, have a little bounce in the knees if you're standing, and continue this movement. If you're in a chair, I guess I didn't mention this, if you have arms on the chair, you might just go a little higher so you're not whacking the sides of the chair. And if you have a neighbor next to you, hopefully you're not whacking them either. Okay, we'll do a couple more. And then we'll pause that movement. Take the fingertips right onto the shoulders and bring the elbows towards each other. They don't have to touch, they might, but see how that feels, perhaps touching or close together. And we'll inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, draw the elbows back. So just little circles here, up and back. And up and back. Right? And you do a few more. I think my elbows are almost touching, they don't have to. We just want to get this range of motion in the shoulders. We'll do 2 more, and then we'll switch directions. And then we go around. So this time we come together, out like wings, and then forward again. Little chicken wings. We'll do a few more. And this is the last one. Lower the arms down by the sides. And for this next practice, so this will be the end, we'll just do a moment of meditation. You're welcome to take a hand to your belly and the other hand to your chest. If that's not comfortable for you, you can rest your hands anywhere you like. You're welcome to close your eyes or gaze softly at a point in front of you or even below you. And just take a moment to offer yourself gratitude for the time you took, almost 10 minutes, to offer yourself self-care. See if you can let your jaw release so that there's space between your teeth. And perhaps imagine like your cheeks and your jaw are heavy. And we'll end with 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling 3. Inhaling. Exhaling 2. And inhaling. Exhaling 1. Thank you so much